Intro, done.
Welcome to the podcast.
Intro
Thanks,
done.
Jackson.
Intro.
Jackson gave us our new intro.
Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
an
actually
intro.
looking for the button instead of just this. Yeah,
Welcome,
yeah.
welcome to the podcast.
Tortoise
did it go
and Hare.
live?
Yeah, we're green.
Did you get the thing? We're
Correct.
good.
Yeah, and I got the text message.
Yeah. So welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. We have a guest today.
We have a guest.
We have a guest.
Are you looking for the button?
We have a guest.
He's a millennial.
We've got a guest, and I wore green
I have a green alligator.
alligator, and we got green lights in the background.
Yep.
So
Now that your sticker isn't red, it's gonna be rough today.
my sticker's red.
Oh, mine isn't. Yours is red.
Yeah.
Aww.
I must have a better profile than you over here.
Damn. I'm gonna have to redo the profile.
So, what we're talking about is
What are we working on today?
our stream. Well, just to reiterate, we're talking about our stream decks, and actually,
Oh, you do have red.
I do.
Oh.
I wasn't.
Oh.
I mean, I know that would seem like a good I'm toying with you, but really, that's why I'm showing.
Oh man.
Because what the math we just figured out is we actually don't know how these completely work. They're more complicated than they seem when they don't do the default thing. The
It
default
makes it
thing
so much fun.
was when you plugged it in, it would say, do you
Do you
want
wanna
to copy
copy?
this
Yeah.
from one to the other? And we like that, but it's not doing that. So now we've had to get one layer deeper. And this has been one of the longest setup mornings.
I feel like even though this is Tortoise and Hare, technology and humanity, it should just be like Tortoise and Hare, how
Against-
to set up a complicated podcast.
Yeah, you would think this is super easy, but a lot of people that do podcasts, I'm guessing, are single camera or multi-camera. If they go multi-camera, they're probably in a studio with, some broadcast equipment or something like that, right? And we're trying to do this sort of
Old school.
from the hip kind of situation. So we've got a couple,
I feel like I need to open another window.
another window.
Yeah, because I want Jackson.
Well,
know.
you got to copy that one.
No.
Oh, you could just add it. Yeah,
I should
of
be able
course.
to add another video capture device and then add Jackson. Bam. He takes over the whole
And
entire
then
screen.
you gotta make them. Yeah, look, you already know what's going on here.
There's
you got it.
Jackson.
So,
We're good.
what we have going on is I got some chassis again. We talked about this last time, and I got a couple of HDMI capture cards. This one happens to be USB 3.0. Pretty cool little device. And I got I hope is proper USB cards, because I don't know if you remember last week they got the wrong stuff. So, just jumping right into it here. Why don't we
we're at
talk? Yeah,
we're at 5 cameras this morning.
5 cameras.
Yep.
5 cameras. Yeah.
Where do you see 5
We have
cameras?
3 personal cameras. We have the room and we have the monitor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we can pull
But
a 5th poor quality video feed.
how
if we
many
Need
how many more cameras do you have here? That's it. You're tapped out.
to. Correct today. Yeah,
So I have 3 more
yeah. And so the goal is
with me here.
let's see how many cameras we can get up.
Well, at some point it gets to a point where you have every angle, and it's kind of
Yeah.
pointless to have every angle.
Well, what if we have 3 or 4 guests on? Then that's where.
Yeah,
we're
if you have a
going.
table of 6 people and then you want to.
Well, first we gotta focus on finding a person that wants to.
Oh,
go on.
we have guests.
We
That's not
we,
the issue.
we need to get the room
We're
done.
just trying to get to the point where when we come here, we know how to set up every time. And currently, I don't know if you're aware of this, every time we come here, we sort of run into a different scenario.
They
or
call it a
different
snafu.
problem. So I have 2 different USB cards here. One is
We also want a
sauna.
vertical arm.
USB.
Vertical arm,
Yeah, for like with Jeremy soldering something or working on something, or when he installs the cards into the chassis, you can't really see what he's doing. So if we had a vertical arm, we would be G's, you know?
See everything.
Yeah, so we kind of do need 10 cameras would be like we wouldn't have any stress. Yeah.
Well, my friend's on the podcast right now. He's watching right now. So.
Oh.
Does he agree that we need more cameras?
Hey, Isley, do you think that we need to get
we
more
need
cameras?
more just say yes.
Do you think? What do you think, Isley?
Oh, Jeremy, I also went in because I watched a video, because that's what we do now, about community share. Okay, so basically what it is, long story short, I can't really explain it well, but there's a button you push. It allows the community to come in and actually subtitle your work for you and do like little screenshots or memes and then it all gets pushed to you and you have to approve it before it gets pushed out. And it's in the whole world. So like people in other countries can
That's awesome.
Can subtitle it and translate it.
We might be really cool in some
Austria?
other country.
Austria sounds good.
Bahrain or something.
Never know.
So, just so we know that this is working, there's a hard drive in here. And what I mean by that is it should show up in the Finder, and then we know that this is happening so that we can kind of test these USB cards.
So you're going to go ahead and plug the chassis back into the Thunderbolt port.
Correct. And as well, what I brought today is, let me show you here. This is a Belkin Thunderbolt dock as well, I think is what they call it. And we're going to use that there's 3 more USB ports on here. So we're not going to be we're gonna be kind of up to our neck in USB 3.0 ports here. If you see, there's 4 on the back of the computer. I got 3 on the back of this, and I think I have.
Oh wow!
Wow.
Do we have enough cameras?
1, 2, 3, 4, 6 on the back of this. So we're doing pretty good here. So let me get all that plugged in.
We need more cameras.
You guys chit chat for a second or whatever.
I told you, Jackson. We need more cameras.
Okay. I guess we need more cameras. So.
All right.
What's our topic for today? Do we have
Let's
any?
talk about.
He's like.
What are you reading over there?
I feel
That's
like
what we wanna
Jackson's the
know.
money man on YouTube.
Yeah. Hey, keep it going here, guys.
Jackson, the money man.
I don't even.
Tomlinson.
You guys have more subscribers than me.
No, well, we're not talking about that. I'm talking about, dude, your knowledge on the financial structure and flaws of YouTube and podcasting far surpasses my wherewithal of any of it.
Yeah.
Like the company names, like the fact that you knew where the finances were redirected. Excuse me, I need water. It kind of blew my mind that you, at 11 years of age, had a much greater understanding of the monetary aspect of YouTube.
Well, I think there's a lot of things that go into that. First, I have a dad who is into he's been doing YouTube. He's been trying to get me on YouTube since I was like 5.
And here we are.
6 years later.
Can't believe it.
It took so long.
How many channels have we made and said we were gonna do something? Yeah,
Like-
get up in that mic. Don't be afraid of it.
We've probably had like 5 channels. None of them worked, and that has taught me a good lesson.
Yeah.
YouTube is not easy, and anybody who thinks that they can do YouTube as a full-time job as a kid right now needs to have a backup plan. Or
It's not just that. It's also having all this other knowledge of how the
Yeah.
cameras work and how a mixer works and
you can't just
how
want to be a
streaming
YouTuber.
works. And I mean, you can be, and hopefully you can figure it out and you've got the tenacity to get through it. But it's, if you're not just using your phone as there's YouTube Creator for your phone, right? Where
Yeah,
you could just
you can
launch tutorial type videos from
Oh,
your phone or
gosh.
something. So I've got the cards going on here. Just a little update. Ooh,
I'm
you're
doing.
you're doing Brady Bunch over here.
Dude,
I see
you
it.
heard it in my
I
head.
did.
Oh my god.
I did. So
Dude.
I've got one 922 here,
I see your comment, Isaac.
and I'm gonna plug it into. I got this on Amazon. It's in a tech, and it says compatible with. Designed for Mac Pro is what it says. So this isn't a Mac Pro, but it's kind of the same thing. So that's what we're trying to do here.
It needs to just be able to talk to Mac.
So can you open up the Finder real quick? You know, what is this? What is this orange drive? Can you move that?
Hold on. That is weird.
What is that? The Celosaur. So that is the drive. I'm just pointing out on the computer here that my drive that I was telling you about in this Thunderbolt chassis is actually showing up. So we know that the chassis is being recognized by the computer at this point. So the next part of this is, ooh, I like what you're doing here. Changing my lighting. So, can you add a scene real quick to see if this camera is there? And this is a 920.
Okay, we're gonna lose our camera, but
Just
we
for a
will
sec.
not lose our audio.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, they can hear us now.
Yeah.
My bad.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. And now we're going to add the video from this other camera. Nope. Yep. It's just call this 921 or something.
Okay.
The new name of the podcast is Podcast. How to Podcast.
Do you see a 920 in there?
How to
Yeah.
Podcast
Yeah, an HD Pro webcam 920.
by Not Very Good.
Bam.
So here's the 920.
Hold on. Let's just relish in the fact that we just got to 6 cameras.
Well, it's technically
Hey.
5.
That's
Okay.
6 cameras.
So I've
I
got,
can go in here and I can click that camera up there. That means it's a
I know.
camera.
Hold on. So I've got one more.
Oh,
I've got one more 920 here. Okay. And I'm gonna plug this into a different USB port. A different card.
Go for it.
Totally different card.
Okay. We'll go back to the Elgato, and then we'll see if we can add.
You talking about the Stream Deck?
Yeah, whatever.
So call this 920. When I said 921, I meant 920-1, but whatever.
What did I call the other one?
921. So call this 920.
Oh.
Okay. So this is a different
Right there.
angle. What?
Right here.
That's this one.
Correct. Here, watch. Here, check this out.
So those are the 920s. And then, okay. So in this same scene, just put those up in the corners there. And what we'll do now is we're going to add this USB capture device. Now we were using the Elgato version, which is the HD60, and it's cool because it has an HDMI pass-through. These devices do not have an HDMI pass-through. They're just a capture card. This one was...
Okay, I totally didn't hear the first half of that. So for me, you
No.
said we are
Well,
going
this
to
is good.
add.
So we're going to add this HDMI USB 3.0 capture card.
Cool.
The USB cards that are in here are 3.0s. The Elgato HD thing that we were using last week, I don't know where it is. It's somewhere right
Jackson,
here.
does that mean we're at 7 cameras right now?
yes,
I-
it does.
I think we're at 7 cameras.
So,
It's a lot. I know it's a lot.
I know it's overwhelming.
so
It really is.
the other one has an it has HDMI pass through. This does not.
This has been a war for 2 years.
Well, here we are. I mean, we're just
So
getting through it.
Pass through.
So we like Elgato products. We're using the Stream Deck. It interfaces well with OBS. But what I'm talking about is what we were trying to do last week, and we realized that
The phone, yeah.
in Mac,
Correct. We couldn't get audio.
we couldn't get we couldn't get the video directly to port into OBS. We were using kind of a screen capture where it maps a part of the screen and always looks at it and forwards that into the software. And we're not looking for that. We're looking for people to be able to come here with their laptops, iPhones, Androids, whatever, and be able to plug into this and share content, whether it be music or videos or whatever it is, right? So this is the next piece that we're going to try. So
Deep breath. Deep breath. Deep.
I got 2 of them. And I did some testing.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to go ahead
testing.
and I'm going to add a scene and I'm going to add an audio real quick. So we're going to go blank.
Well, I was saying you could technically use that other scene that you had going on, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Oh,
Just for testing purposes.
Sure.
So this one was under $100 or $100. This one was $300, and they're both USB 3.0.
They look
This one's
kinda
the
the same.
Magwell, and this is the SIG.
They're both
If you know
shiny,
anything about these products,
silver.
they probably use mostly the same stuff, but they put proprietary drivers and stuff or whatever chipsets on them. But
Have you
these
tried the
both
both?
work. I did last night.
And do they have no difference?
It appeared to me that there was not any difference in them at all. So what's cool
basically
is
it's a scam. $200.
I don't think it's a scam. I think people charge
this. I love
based on. I know it's so great, right?
Based
He's
on
not.
brand.
He's not my kid at all.
You can't be mad at him for being honest.
You can't, especially because he knows if there's a product that's more. Now I've become very interested in products that come with a double-ended USB. It's pretty cool, double-ended USB.
I have 2 of those if you need them,
So
just in case.
here we go. We're going to.
What are we gonna
Fries has become like
What are we gonna test it with?
they need to become a
computer?
sponsor.
I'm gonna give you this cable
Oh, for
here.
my phone?
So this is a iPhone to HDMI. So here you go. And then I have an HDMI cable here. So here we go.
This is cool.
So
I think this
Just-
is actually going to work.
just to keep people up to speed, my phone is going to be on the screen, correct?
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do here.
Okay.
So, and I'm gonna plug this into the Belkin Thunderbolt thing that we were talking about, just to keep spreading out the connections, USB connections.
So the chassis is going into one Thunderbolt port. The Belkin is going into the other.
No, I'm actually daisy chaining the Thunderbolts together. So I'm only using one Thunderbolt port because in theory, I have one more chassis over here with a bunch of USB cards in it too. So if you understand what I'm saying. So we're getting there. We're getting there. One thing at a time.
Hopefully, I don't create
We left my expectations and went to a different planet.
I hope I don't create an inception because I have the stream pulled up on my phone.
Oh no, it's a portal. We're going to fall into it. So in the scene, either in this one, I would keep this one the way it is. Can you duplicate this scene? What happens if you right click the blue part? Is there a duplicate button?
Yeah.
Great. That way we can mess with the next one.
Okay, if I hit duplicate, excuse me, where is it? Is it going to ask me where?
No, just it's okay.
Oh, it just wants a name. Oh, cool. Yeah, we're good.
Okay. So now in the sources
How
part,
do you know these things?
hit
You're like a magician.
no. hit the plus now. And no, not there. Over. Yep. And then it's going to be again, Windows. There you
I
go.
understand. What are we calling this?
I would call this SIG HDMI capture. SIIG HDMI capture. Thanks for being so patient with us today, bud.
I know it's all part of the podcast grind.
The grind over here. This is what he's saying.
Well, we're doing it every Sunday. We're coming here at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, we get everything set up. We tear it down every week. So in there, do you see anything that says F?
Oh no, we lost it.
That's it. FHD capture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is your phone locked or something, or Jackson?
My phone?
Yeah.
What do you mean locked?
Is your screen locked or something? No?
What do you mean my
And
screen
we are
locked?
the Brady Bunch.
Well, my screen is on.
Is it?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
My screen is on the stream, actually.
I think it didn't like that HDMI cable last week.
Oh, you're right. It didn't. Hold on.
We went over this already.
So I unplugged the HDMI?
Yeah.
That's for you.
Okay.
Oh, I remember this.
Oh, wait, it was working.
Oh, it's working.
Yeah.
It is working.
Put it back.
Wait, how was it working?
It took a minute.
What? I unplugged it. I'm confused.
Wait, what does it think
Hold
that
on.
is?
Wait, when I unplugged it, it started working.
No, because that's something else.
No, that was his phone. Remember,
Yeah,
he said he had the live feed from the...
I had the stream on.
Oh, that gets confusing then.
Yeah, I put it off the screen.
You definitely will have an inception then.
Yeah. Let's try this.
Can I just see? Can I see it for a second?
My phone?
No, the whole HDMI thing.
Just the wire, yeah.
Okay. That is in the way.
I think it has something to do with this HDMI cable. So we're just gonna do away with this for a second.
Oh, that's
Told
fun.
you the table's an instrument.
It really is.
It's pretty mind-blowing. We should move into that industry next. Harmonic tables. Great sustain. They'll hold a note in key. Uh-oh.
I hear that. Hear that?
That feedback?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
okay. I just created
It's
a
the
little
music.
bit. Created a little bit of a loop here. See, I can get rid of it.
It's okay.
Why is that not coming up?
I can't really tell you those answers. I'm not that good in life.
Well, it was working for a second.
Well, just for a second though, and when I unplugged it, it was working.
Sure, we will save.
Huh. What if? I mean, I'm just. If it made your own. If it made its own. You made it scene just for this. Would it work? But
We can obviously check that. It's not a problem. I don't care. I have a blank scene down here. Okay, we're gonna go. Just give us a
you
second.
have one that's called Elgato, right? So
Yeah,
you
but that had all the stuff in it. See,
well, then add.
this is a blank scene, but we're gonna lose audio for a second.
Okay. Because now you're.
Yeah.
Cool. We're back.
Yep. And then you want to add
Mm-hmm.
an existing capture card, and it doesn't see what you want it to see.
I remember we had some problems with this last week, so let's just see if changing the HDMI cable here fixes this problem, because we've come so far. We've come so far today.
Dun dun dun.
Bum, 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 bum.
So that says no, huh? Okay, so what if we try the expensive one?
To answer your question, Jackson, here we go. Does the $300 device... We're getting some latency in the cameras, too. We're really pushing this right now.
You think so?
Oh, I can see it.
How about we go into a topic?
This is our least... Yeah, okay, you can chat about something. This is our least powerful computer.
Yep, we're good when we dismiss 5 cameras on one screen.
So if you can go
7.
back to the Elgato one.
Yeah. Bam.
Okay, and then add a source there.
+1.
Video.
Who's your date, Jeremy? Who's your +1?
And this is going to be called Magwell. Magwell.
I'm his
Deep
plus
breath.
one. I'm his +1.
That's awesome.
Yes, it very much is.
Magwell?
Magwell, yeah.
So.
Exactly.
Exactly.
This one says something different.
It says USB capture HDMI.
That just
Great. So this one does work on the fly.
It's pretty. So the $300 one works.
So there is a difference.
Well, I think
Slightly.
that if we plugged it in before we got going, I just wanted everyone to know all the components that we have here. Like I asked you earlier, Jackson, can you tell us what book you've been reading lately?
Yeah.
Because you bought, I can't, my kid's crazy. He bought, like, how much did you buy in books recently? Like $80? Look, they're not like novels or anything. He reads a lot of that stuff too, but it's not that.
So it's manga, Japanese manga. What?
Yeah?
What did you say?
Get up closer to the mic.
It's Japanese.
We want to hear you.
It's Japanese manga,
Your screen's on.
and they have a lot. There's a lot of different volumes, so you have to buy them all separately. You can't buy them all the same.
You want to plug his phone in, see what happens?
I do, but I need you to do something first.
I'll do it. I got you, Captain.
So, in the
OBS.
OBS settings,
Studio settings.
under audio,
Under audio.
the secondary device.
It says auxiliary audio device DOS.
What? 2. Yeah, disabled though, right?
Correct, it's disabled.
So drop that down to say the same thing that second capture said. USB 3.0. What did you say?
It
Not
was
the
a
first
USB
one.
capture HDMI.
Yeah, not the FHP
It
one.
was USB capture HDMI.
Okay. Add that. Click OK.
It's added.
Okay, so now the point is,
Oh.
do
Here
you
we
see
go.
audio? Oh, wait, hold on. I have to tell it. I have to tell this to go out.
It's
HDMI.
getting real, Jackson. It's getting real.
Do you understand what I'm
Very
saying?
real.
Very real.
So my sound has to go out HDMI. USB capture, yeah. So
You can tell we're white.
oh, hold on.
I can't tell you if it's going or not going, but we can hear it.
No, I just needed to change the machine settings. Scroll down or something. In the middle menu, the audio.
Red. It is not muted.
So that means that Can you turn that down? So I just blew out the crowd basically here. Sorry about that, guys. Probably killed your ears. Can you just turn? Can you turn that down just a little bit?
I turned it almost all the way down.
Yeah. How would I guess we would need to route that. Oh, hold on. What if I routed that? I'm so sorry.
It's already 9:26. Wow.
Time just flies. Why can't I go to the...
This was a short podcast.
Oh. Hold on. I get it. We need to route it. We need to route it like this. So that it goes into the board here, right? Yeah.
I don't know what you just did.
But it works.
Okay. So we're going to test this again.
So how loud do you want auxiliary 2 to come in on the board?
Just
on
like
OBS.
halfway or something?
Oh.
Yeah, that sound went away, right? So here's my phone.
DeWalt tools. Everyone needs DeWalt tools. Look, package.
Which means that
Jackson's phone works.
Are we doing it to my phone?
yeah, I'm giving you the cable back.
Okay.
Just needed to make it all work there. Sorry about that.
Okay.
I was using machine as
Do you think it's possible it's a generation of his phone?
No.
Oh, there we go. Oh, he's got a cool phone. Screensaver and everything.
I took that's the picture I took yesterday.
Oh, let's see. Can you blow that up for a second?
But yes, Siri, will you please help us? Okay. Now, Jeremy, how did you do auxiliary what?
Alt.
F4.
It should turn green when you get to the corner. Alt.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. The problem is that only works. We'll have to have one that's called iPhone and then one that's called like not iPhone because
So case it looks cool.
you'll
totally
you'll
cool with it.
crap that, but then if I plug in my laptop, it'll be full screen. So, anyways, super cool here. We've got the overlay with the phone situation. Show us your pictures. We went on a hike yesterday, guys, to
It's Westlake.
kind of Westlake Agora area, and we got to see some really cool wildflowers.
The
There's
bird
a
palm.
huge yeah, there was you're not anywhere near your microphone here, bud.
Yeah, because he's trying to pay attention to what he's scrolling.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need you to stay near your mic though, because nobody can hear you. We want people to hear you.
Yeah.
And you can just look at your phone. We know that it's going on the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
So what? Show us some of the wildflower pictures. Yeah, there you go. Ooh, those are the poppies. Are those the orange ones?
No.
Yeah,
Those aren't.
those were the yellow ones.
Family photos.
Family photos. Those are all yellows.
Yeah. I don't think I got a picture of the orange ones. Sadly.
Oh, I have a picture of it.
That's an actual pond. That's a huge pond.
Only we know it was 18 inches in diameter.
So funny, right?
This was a panoramic picture.
Ooh, there we go. Pretty. Oh, wow. You missed it. Purples and pinks.
Oh,
Good shot.
Wow, great. And that we didn't even get to like a super bloom or anything. So
Nope.
I just sent you a couple pictures if you want to look at those ones.
I feel like after that music, our background's kind of... We got all bumping for a minute, man. Dad. They didn't come through.
Nope.
Well, anyways.
Oh, it just came through.
Poof.
There's a close up of a
Wait.
poppy, and
Oh, that was the hillside.
there's a little hillside
Yeah,
there that
you're-
had that going on.
God, between your wife and her sister, I wasn't allowed to break any rules.
Yeah, it's
Wasn't allowed to hike off the trail. Couldn't climb the side of the mountain to get to the poppies. Can't do anything. We go to leave. An Asian family of like 12 comes in and just mobs off trail right onto the poppies. And it's like, ugh, okay, how come I have to behave when clearly these people that are just tourists don't give a shit?
We're trying to set a good
That's my
example,
thought.
you know. We know
Well,
The
better.
ranger might come through. We'll get a ticket.
at least we had fun.
How green?
We did.
How
We did.
green can I make the lights today?
You can always get greener.
St.
Always get
Patty's
greener,
Day.
huh?
St. Patty's Day.
It
Ah,
looks like things are stable over here.
we got it. Yeah.
Well, just because, do we possibly want to plug one more camera in?
Of course.
Of course we do.
Okay.
The more cameras, the merrier.
What kind
I
of a
thought so.
question is that?
I've got another one. Why don't you add the one that's built in? Just cause.
Dashboard?
Yeah.
Oh, Jeremy's doing it. Video capture device.
Okay. I don't even know what this is.
Hold on.
I don't even know what it is, but this is it's like one of my
I can't believe
original.
we're doing this.
It's like one of my
Oh,
original
It took it. It took it.
Logitech cameras.
Hold on.
Pokemon Fusion Generator. Yay.
We'll put it right there.
Okay.
This is fun.
And here we go. This is another.
No, I
Logitech.
remember that one. Oh my God. Wow.
This is like an OG camera.
We
I
went
like-
there
I like this because
before they had an in-dash.
Oh yeah.
This is epic. I love how he's playing Pokemon right now.
Not even Pokemon.
This setup right now is perfect for anyone with ADD.
Mm-hmm.
We got you. Should we bring in the side cameras too?
Well, eventually I want green screen in the other room. We'll be able to go out there to the weather or whatever we
Okay.
got going on.
Video capture device.
Okay,
Call this orb logi,
what do you think the
something like that. you know?
Pikarizard? That's Pikachu and Charizard.
Combined.
Yeah.
Do you see another Logitech in there now?
What do you think of that derpy little face?
Or no?
Wow, we got a lot of cameras in here right now. We got your 220s. It's literally just called a USB camera.
Yeah.
Oh, my word.
What do you think of this derp?
Hold on.
Huh?
This is real. So we now have a board. We have a board camera.